Back, everybody. Let us continue. Not for broadcast. This game got very, 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 very dark very quickly. Jeremy, the news reporter, is dead in our playthrough. So now it's just Megan. So, yay. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, they shot Jeremy and because he had a gun and went put it down, and yeah, so he's dead in our playthrough. You arrive at work a little early despite a stressful journey in. You aren't quite sure of everything that's happened, though it's the swarm of CCO's older building, and the go-bys isn't just a Channel 1 matter. This is confirmed when you are informed you need to speak to the Bosman immediately and you escort to his office. Sit nervously outside waiting for your boss. A few minutes later, the boss man arrives, disheveled, and with stern-looking CCO in tow. Great Pit with 20 gifts us for chat. Thank you so much. Ah, yes, Winston. Good. This is the specialist Abels. She'll be observing this interview. Please come inside. Take a seat. The funny-faced businessman bustles in the office, leaves the door open for you to follow. Boom, boom. The ruddy-faced man buffles in the office and leaves the door open for follow. A few times you were here before. It was immaculate with everything in proper place. Not so today. Must be serious for Bosman to be flustered. So Ash, you know why you're here today? Bosman's eyes are sharp, his gaze fixed upon your face from across the desk. Abel is standing behind you, out of sight, but definitely not out of mind. I assume with what happened with Disrupt last night? What happened last night, another sort of the culmination of a heinous and outrageous campaign of terror. Disrupt have been reaping on this nation and its territories. Bosman shoots a glance behind you to your left where your CCO observer is standing. And it is, of course, our duty to root out this rot wherever we find it to prevent anything like that last night happening ever again. I've been asked by Advance to perform interviews with all staff members involved. We'll be submitting a personal review of your performance, both during the incident in question and throughout your time here. It's going in well. Bosman retrieves a thick file from his drawer and lets it thud heavily on his desk. The next 2 minutes of silence seem to pass agonizing slowly as his methodical reading page to page. Eventually he stops and only stares at you while cleaning his glasses, his face unreadable. According to this, you were instrumental as a tool for the terrorists to undertake not only various crimes, but it's a systematic spread of misinformation and violence. Do you have anything to say to that? What? Stunned in silence, the hard glance of the CEO and your boss, unwavering impressive. Only joking, Bossman chuckles. Though neither you nor Specialist Abel is join him, turning to her, he continues. Alex is one of our best and brightest with great access to the team. Never be involved in such shenanigans. Gives you a wink. Think we're done here. You can carry on with your day, Alex. We'll call you if you need anything else. With a smile and wave, you're shown the door. Well, that could have gone worse. Well, we're good because we've been helping Advance because Advance has our best interests at heart. We know this because they told us that. It's your anniversary, and this year you've got a plan. A week away could just be a doctor order for you and Sam. Don't be cheap. It's more than you normally spend, but Sam's worth every penny. Sam's will have forgotten that missed anniversary, but you've not made that mistake again in the 3 years since. Damn, Bosman. The trip booked, you even took today off so you could go out and cook a nice meal from scratch. Fancy. Sam's gonna love it. They should be here any minute. Even you and Chris seem to be on the same page for the first time in years. Maybe it's been long enough for them to forgive you, or perhaps they've decided they were unfair to ask you, but either way, you're grateful for the newfound peace. They even help you clean up the house today, so when Sam gets back from work, it'll be pristine. Here are the keys in the lock and put the final touches in place. As Sam steps in the hallway, you're waiting on the doorway to the kitchen, dressed to the nines and acting nonchalant possible. Alex, what is all this? Oh my god, did you clean? And what's that smell? They give you a quick kiss as they step past you into the kitchen, where the banquet's laid out, candles lit, and Chris and the children standing quietly grinning. Oh my God, Alex. Is that McDonald's? Happy anniversary, Sam. Happy anniversary, comes the chorus from your 3 cheerleaders as Sam turns to you, smiling with tears in eyes. Alex, it's perfect. Sam rushes over and kisses you softly, only breaking off when you get less than a subtle cough from Charlie. So I officially got accepted into the Community Cohesion Management Program, Charlie burst out. How do you feel about being grandparents, Susie continues. Wait, what was that? Kidding, I'm kidding. Though it may be sooner than you think. Susie laughs as Sam grabs the door frame for support. Chat then types Dan Ha. All right, you two are coming with me before you give your parents a heart attack. We'll see you later. Tomorrow, as in not tonight. With a wink, they finish ushering Charlie and Susie out of the house. You pull out Sam's chair for them. Why, thank you, Sam says, taking a seat and grinning at you. Sounds like the kids are keeping you busy. They shake their head as you take your own seat opposite them. Tomorrow. For now, you really didn't have to do all this, Alex. I know, I wanted to. I love you, Sam. I love you too. Chat then typed Dan blush. They breathe, admiring the panoply of food you've prepared for them. McDoubles, McChickens, fries, nuggets, even Big Macs. Now, where on earth do I begin? They laugh as you pour the first glass of G Fuel for the evening. You're very lucky to have such a wonderful family. Who could ask for more? Oh my God, it was like years later? A year later? An unwelcome discovery. Sam's call had been brief but urgent. Susie was in the hospital and has had both of you to come. Bosman was surprised at understanding, telling you to leave work immediately. You expected at least some hesitation. When you're at the front desk, they direct you to Susie's room. You run up the 2 flights of stairs along the corridor until you find the right room. Another one? That's what, 5? The 2 nurses outside cut themselves off as you push past into the room. Susie is at your daughter's bedside, speaking with the doctor. Susie's in medical gown. Both faces are streaked with tears. What's wrong? What's happened? The doctor looks sympathetic towards you as you move your arms around the pair of them. Susie should be fine after some time to rest. However, I'm afraid we're unable to save the baby. Dan types Dan D. Chat types Dan D. Sam hugs Susie as your daughter breaks down into tears. Oh, God. I know this is hard to hear right now. It looks like it could be difficult, if not impossible, for you to conceive again. I'm terribly sorry, and if you have any questions at all, I'll be just outside. The 3 of you are left alone in this room, hugging tight as if that could somehow fix this. You poor little girl. You wish there was something you could do, anything, but there isn't. For now, all you can do is hold her close and protect your daughter as best you can. Well, that was dark. "200 years later." A job down. Everything's ready. You and Sam have been trying to watch Bullet Man for years, but you missed it in the cinemas. Never seemed to be in stock when you went up to pick up the VHS. Now you're just waiting for them to get home so you can start. You hear the front door open as you pull out a bowl of popcorn on the table. Chat types Dan drool as they imagine eating the hot, buttery popcorn. We're all ready to go. Get your butt in here. Sam comes in with a vacant stare. Ignoring both film and snacks, they sit down next to you. You have to actually nudge them to break their stupid. Sam, what is it? I've just been let go from work. Sam's just staring into space. Apparently there isn't a need for 2 nursery teachers anymore. Not enough children. They can't justify the expense. Honey, I'm so sorry. It'll be okay. You'll find another place. No, you don't get it. There just isn't demand for younger years teachers anymore, not just here, anywhere. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What are we gonna do? You pull Sam into a hug. It's alright. With what we've saved, we should be okay for a little while. I guess you're right. I just hate putting this burden on you. Sam pulls back and looks at you. But I'll find something, I promise. We're a team. They laugh, and chat types Dan lol. God, I can't believe I just said that. Sound like a bloody Advance advert. You chuckle. We're tough, and we'll get through this together. You flick Bullet Man on, finally finish the film after years of build-up. Typical Hollywood blockbuster, not best sold on this writing, but enjoyable nonetheless. Later that night, long after Sam's fallen asleep while cocooned in the duvet, you find yourself wide awake, thinking about money. Chat types Dan Greed. How long will your savings actually last? Our current wealth is technically not negative. Okay. My God, we're jumping so far ahead in time. Okay, actually a news report. Yay. Oop. 3 years since the uprising.
Evening, Alex. I'm afraid we're in for another show of government-administered broadcasting, so I wouldn't expect much. Still, at least it's bring your daughter to work day, which should liven things up a bit. I guess with everything that's happening, Advance want to make a bit of a song and dance about the children we do have. Do your best, eh?
So everyone's sterile from all the radiation.
Catchy tunes and scenes of an
That's
inappropriate
nice.
sexual nature, not one to miss. At 10 p.m., it's time for Julia's Diary.
Advance, Channel 1.
From her diary in front of a warm fire. Then at 10:30, it's the latest episode of our drama series, Betterment, which tells the inspirational story of Emily Dennis.
There's no more like
the brave doctors and technicians.
businesses.
Hi, this is Jenny. She's the floor manager.
Hi, Stacy.
That's Colin. He
not one for the kids.
Do you know, just don't talk to Colin.
Not getting involved and bring your daughter to work, eh, Colin?
Nah, we don't believe in it.
All right, come and sit next to Mum.
Believe in what?
Just days.
How did it all go so right? That's followed by the territory.
Atta girl.
Advanced briefing.
10 seconds, everybody.
Now
all of
featuring up to 16
Monday's a myth.
simultaneous
That
colours.
explains so
All the
much.
time to be
Okay, we are
right.
going in 5,
First,
4,
on your fingers
3,
as we go
2,
over
chat,
to
get
Megan's
ready.
team at the end.
Good evening and welcome to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolf. And who's this, you might be wondering? Well, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here at Channel 1. So I'm joined tonight by my foster daughter, Stacy. Say hello, Stacy.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh,
All right then. Here
wow.
are the stories that matter to you.
Wow.
First up, with Advance confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame for the drop in birth rates across the territories, we asked you, what keeps you going? I know that I, for one, was quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your submissions has really put the smile back on my face. This is from Sonia in Larkfordshire.
What the?
I've had plenty of time to fill, so I've started a new hobby. Since I started knitting, I barely remember that 85% of the country is sterile. My record
Wow.
is this scarf. It's 124 meters long. Thank you for that. And if you've started
Oh my
a new
God.
hobby, do write in
85%
and tell
people
us
are
about
sterile?
it. Next up, you know how we love your uncanny comestible coincidences, and I don't know about you, but I think this one really takes the biscuit. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, Stacey. The things our viewers spot, or the unbelievable way our menu centres are now able to feed every team
Ethan,
member
knock me down.
every
Thank you for those
single day.
resubs. Yeah.
Greg from Proddington has sent us this lovely photo of their breakfast, saying, I couldn't bring myself to eat my toast
Chat,
this morning because
this
I
song
could swear
needs
it
some
bore the
Dan
spitting
Bobble.
image of the great Julia Salisbury's relatable face. So I had to make do with a plate of butter and 2 spoonfuls of jam. Do keep those coming in. Come on, have a go. We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from, yeah, and then read it out, okay?
So this one says it's from John in Stokely.
Before I was convicted, I'd never read a single book. But since I was released from Betterment, I haven't been able to stop. I'm even working at a library, and on our lunch breaks, Mr. Wordyworth spell checks my tattoos.
Betterment is so
We
great.
absolutely
Helps the
love
people
hearing
so
the way
well.
Our neighbours and team members have been able to become better people. So do let us know your stories here. You can do this bit, Stacy. No, you're right, thanks. Come on, give it a try. Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
Right, a change of pace coming up here. You'll need to use the SFX buttons for the next segment, but advance have already selected when and what to use. Simple stuff. Just
Okay.
follow your government orders.
Got it. On it. And.
First up tonight on the NNN, it's time to
Nailed it.
celebrate this week's team lottery winners live from the Shakespeare Theatre right here in the capital. We're going to hand over to Julia Salisbury. I suppose you don't think much of her either, eh, Stacey? She's got a lot more going for her than you wankers. Okay.
Oh.
Surprising vote of approval there from
Language.
Stacy. Let's go live to that right now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Team Award. Of all the many duties I have as team leader, this is by far the most pleasant. As I so often say to you, the uneven past is now, following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind us. This is the new future. And I say to you, it's better now.
Yay.
I am delighted to be joined here tonight by one of the oldest people in Territory 1. He was born over 107 years ago.
What?
Please give a warm team welcome to Alfie Touchbadger.
Woo! He's so old.
So, Alfie, you must have seen so much in your lifetime. What have been some of the highlights? Alfie? Is he all right?
He's fine.
His hearing aid isn't turned on.
Oh, did you turn it on?
What the fuck?
He says it drains the battery.
Well,
that's-
tell him that we'll buy him a brand new battery after the presentation.
Is that what turning something on is supposed to do?
Yeah, he says that's fine then. And I will help him with that, yeah.
If you would.
What
Sorry,
the fuck?
can't get the staff.
We got it.
So, Alfie.
What?
You're 107 years old.
Oh, don't bloody remind me.
Would you like to tell the audience what that's like?
Oh, where is everybody?
Out there, in the dark. Oh, bless him, it's not just the ears.
Who are you? 2 sugars, please.
What
I'm
the
Julia
fuck?
Salisbury, the Prime Minister.
I like this story. Who are you really?
No, I really am the Prime Minister.
Oh, you're
A woman.
Yeah, a woman. One of
Women can do anything men can do these days, Alfie.
Hell yeah, lady.
And your kiss standing up.
I can't say I've ever tried.
No, I didn't think so. 2 sugars, please, and not too much milk.
Shall we get to the awards, Alfie?
Well, are you going to ask me about my life?
Well, I'm not sure we have enough time left now for that, so...
When I was 9, I wanted a pet, so I asked me mum and pap. There was no television then, back then, you know. We made our own entertainment out of coal and roadkill.
That's fascinating.
So they got me a pet, see? But it weren't a dog. They told me it were a dog, but it were a stone.
A stone?
What?
Yeah. So I called it Patch. which was a popular name for a dog back then on account of the king having a patchy face. And I decided to introduce him to pretty little Gertie Thimble, who lived up the road.
Oh, how romantic.
She threw my dog in the river.
Boo!
I decided I'd never marry.
And that's the secret to your long life?
Oh, no, I've been married 7 times, divorced 8.
Holy
There's
shit.
a mix-up with number 3, see? Yes, I'm just lucky. Are we going back to the home soon?
Soon, Alfie. First, let's turn to the reason we're all here, the weekly Territory 1 Team Awards.
Hell yeah.
First up tonight is a lady who really knows how to put in the extra hours. She works at a transition centre in Hamble-Bamblebury, and she has single-handedly allowed more families to unburden each other than any other nurse in Territory 1. In the uneven path, she'd have been locked up. Tonight, she is being honoured as a team player. Please welcome Daphne Snister.
Whee! Hooray! You've killed more old people than anyone
Are
else.
you here to change me?
Just give her a medal, Alfie. There's a good boy.
Doctor, I mean, 2 sugars, please. And don't let it sleep too long.
I think you're supposed to give me one of those.
Oh. Well,
There he goes. Look.
I can't get
So
the
weird.
arms up any higher than that. You'll have to go down.
Thank God those fractious times are behind us, and now the territories are thriving.
Are we in? As the actors said to the bishop.
Yes, thank you. I've got it from here.
What the actual hell is happening?
Well done. Daphne Snister, everybody. Now, open your envelope and find out what you've won. Don't hold back there. She's tougher than one of Peter's homemade Eccles cakes.
Got it. I've won a holiday for 2 in Territory 15.
Hell yeah.
Called San Palmerino, didn't it?
I believe it did, yes.
Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
We're all one nation now.
Hang on a minute. Isn't it still on fire?
Daphne Snister, everyone.
You can't say that. That's that. Whoa, ma'am. Whoa.
We'll get to that, Alfie.
You can't talk about the government that way.
Next up tonight is a couple from Farnley who, after a rocky start losing their family's ill-gotten gains to the Assets and Wealth Act, have really embraced the new future, setting up a community farm and petting zoo in their local area for all the local children to play. Please welcome Otho and Lobelia Jackson Randy-Gannett.
Yay!
Medal, Alfie.
When I was in the trenches, I had a pal called Scotty Wilson. He was from way up north, so I didn't understand a bloody word he said. But he were my best mate.
Should we just grab them for ourselves?
Probably for the best.
And his best mate was Smudger Ace. There was them 2, Fiddly Eric, Unstable Terry, and of course, Leggy Sydney. She were a girl. But she had a boy's name, so they shipped her to the front anyway.
What the fuck?
First girl any of us has ever seen close up. She's dead now. They all are. Smudger and Scotty never made it home. Fiddly got shanked in Frankfurt prison in
What the
argument
fuck?
over an olive. And Terry, he exploded quietly at home. Sydney got a fatal skin condition. Scratched herself to death. It makes you think.
Thanks, Alfie. Great contribution. So, Otho and Lobelia, a petting zoo.
After we lost all our wealth, we discovered there were actually people who had never even owned a pony.
I used to have 3.
So we decided to do something about it. That's the type of people we are, you see. Advantage of a private education, probably.
Well, I'm sure we could debate that all night, but there's no time. So, let's see what you've won.
Yes, but before we do, there's something I wanted to say to you.
Oh, absolutely. Every citizen of the new future has my ear.
When Advance came to power, you took all of our wealth. You took the shirts off of our backs.
Quite literally, in my case, I used to collect shirts.
Well, you might as well have the rest of it, too.
Oh.
Not again. If I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. Fannies and the news are not good bedfellows. Keep those flappy bits off my channel, Alex.
Okay, I'm not.
And you are?
I gotta keep the fun bags off the screen.
Got to go.
Oh no.
It isn't right and it isn't fair.
Tell him, girl. That's my wife, you know. Oh, no, you don't.
You can't mix pearls with swine. It isn't right. We used to have 3 horses. Then turned to Pfeffel and Hunwell. And now what have we got? 2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth.
Stop with your lies.
Shut up!
Can we get this over quickly with, please?
As the said to the bishop. Oh, here we go again. Hello, Alfie Tagsbadger. Pleased to meet you.
Looking at Junkie Sergeant
Oh.
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you. Oh.
Nope.
What he knows.
How hard is it to
This reminds
capture
me
a
of when I
naked
was
lady?
in the 20s, and we go to the promenade at Shining on Sea and watch all the pretty girls on the beach. Everything was black and white then, of course. We'd visit the Penny Arcade and try to win a block of lard to take home for the family. You couldn't buy lard in those days. You had to win it. Oh, it was so much simpler back then.
Oh God, they're beating the
Boys
shit out
were
of them.
boys, girls were girls. Everyone else was recruited by the circuses. There were loads of them, you see, circuses, with their big tents and their candy floss. You'd hear the music, the pipe organ, drifting over the nearby fields. My mum used to call it the most magical sound in the world. This was before she lost her hearing after giving a particularly loud round of applause. Did you ever go to the circus?
What's that, Alfie?
The circus, oh, never mind. Yeah, just a tea, pet.
Well, that was an unexpected dose of naked nostalgia. Some people simply can't let go of the past. That's why I look in joy and fervent admiration at the younger generation. So cohesive, such a team. And with fertility falling throughout the territories, we should value our fabulous new generation now more than ever. Our final winner tonight is a go-getter who really went and got
We're
him.
still doing
Having
another
to reach
reward,
out
huh?
More than 170 disrupt collaborators in his own neighborhood. Since then, he's gone on to be a senior cohesion cadet leader and organised all of the entertainment at last year's camp cooperation. Our final winner tonight, Edwin Neverley.
Congrats, Edwin!
Oh, Alfie Tagsbadger.
You should be in a transition centre, you old non... Prime Minister. It's an
Wow.
absolute pleasure to finally meet you. We're very similar, in my opinion.
Well, I've never been much of a role model.
Nonsense. Prime Minister, you have saved this country. You have fought enemies, foreign and domestic, with 9 fists. As with my own tiny fists have I.
Well, let's open the envelope and find out what you've won. Maybe it'll be a fist enlargement.
A year's internship as a behaviour coach at Betterment. Let's show the fools where they went wrong, eh?
Well, actually, Betterment is about rehabilitation, Edwin.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if they don't reintegrate, we retaliate. Just like you did on Liberation Night. Thank you for this award. And stay vigilant. Report to
Crazy.
non-coherent. Be a team player.
That concludes tonight's awards. Join me next week when, hopefully, things will be a lot more normal. Back to you, Megan.
Prime Minister Salisbury there at a highly eventful team awards ceremony. Any thoughts on this week's winners, Stacey?
The nurse was fucking scary, the preteens were saggy, and that little prick will never lose his virginity.
Okay, well.
Wow.
Succinctly put there, if a little profane. After the break, we'll be going live to a star-studded premiere. You won't believe who's on the red carpet tonight. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back after this.
Woo! Commercial break.
Oh, Alex, one of the...
Somewhere else.
What's that? You're off already?
All by themselves.
I know you had to take the day off work, Petunia, but... Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore.
Mother?
I'm so sorry, darling.
Oh, 2 sugars, please.
I'll speak to you later. Oh, Alex, completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it all. You're lucky your Susie is outside the catchment area and exempt for today.
What?
Yeah, that. It's just like having him back in the chair.
Capture area,
He's
what?
watching us somewhere. Laughing. I think he is.
Jeremy, are you watching us?
Are you receiving us?
Are you fucking with us?
Oh, right. So she can swear.
Well, that was eventful. I got a D. I let too many censored. I let them talk bad about the government. Advancements, Julia Salisbury. I wonder if she's responsible for steak. Yeah, I don't know what the catchment area is. It's like, huh.
So, Patrick and Robin are just going to grab who they can, and then you've got these generic links on the auto cue to glue it all together.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Bet you wish you'd studied something useful now, eh?
All this bring your daughter to work day. What a joke.
Where is our honoured guest?
I don't know, she's probably sniffing around that boy band, Hotspot.
Heat Rash. Hotspot won it last year.
Heat Rash. Oh, God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them, the songs too. Ah, there she is, and just in time too. That's 10 seconds, everybody.
What have you been up to?
What's it to you?
And we are going in 5, 4, 3.
2.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Thanks, Stacey.
Wow.
And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late, great Helena Canterbury-Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film and turning it into a special edition premiering tonight. With extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team, George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
I can't deconstruct it.
Captain?
I can't deconstruct it. Robots!
Is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that?
What the
Captain,
fuck?
I'll kill you. Think of Saturn.
There's something on your face, Chief Harrison! I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, bitch, you said?
Got one on you.
God damn it, lost it all!
Here's a map.
What's a map? Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky 3-point turn at Uranus. What are these symbols? This corner, this is the key.
We could shut it down.
Yes, we could shut it down. But we have to ask ourselves, who are we?
What in the fuck?
Gosh, thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
The robots were all right, I guess.
They certainly were. Let's go over to Robin Short now in Western Square, who I believe has got the star of the show. Robin.
Megan, I'm joined by not one, but both of the stars, Lawrence Blunderclatch and Helena Canterbury-Bochu. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Oh, stop,
It's
no.
thanks to shows like yours that Eleanor and I are even here. Don't you agree?
Well, I couldn't.
Absolutely right, darling.
And you two have both become absolutely huge in the past couple of years, haven't you?
Even huger, yes, that's right. I feel very lucky, very, very lucky to be born, well, you know. And Helena is in massive demand too at the moment. She's still the face of a major cosmetics brand, and she's booked to do a one-woman Lear in the summer.
Wow, it sounds like you're both very busy. But is there any chance we'll get to see you together on screen again?
No, I'm really not supposed to mention this, but yes, we are doing a little something together.
No.
I'm playing a weathered starship captain from another galaxy, and Helena is my droid companion.
But how does that work?
I spend 7 hours in makeup now.
No, how does Helena play a droid?
Oh, we just pop her on a roller skate.
Well,
Okay.
Lawrence Blunderclatch and Helena Canterbury-Bochu, thank you so much for
What the
joining
fuck?
me. And we're going over to Patrick Bannon now. Patrick, will we be seeing you in a movie anytime soon?
Thank you, Robin.
I love how
Let's
this
hope
person's
not.
still Patrick Banning, but they're not,
Billy
because
Bob
Patrick
Jean
Banning
Short.
died
And
years
surely
ago.
you recognize my youngest, pop sensation, Lil D. Her Lil C covers album drops next week.
Little D.
Lil C, is she?
She's around. She's not been feeling very well. She's put me in charge.
Has she?
Well, the courts have. They gave me stewardship over her estate,
Brittany.
her finances, and her internal soul.
Free
Praise
Brit-
Craglaw.
Hashtag free Brittany.
Wow. But is she coming just because we've got some questions for her?
Well, she might be along later, but as her legal and spiritual guardian, I'll be happy to answer any questions on her behalf.
And Lil D, was it? Well, you look great.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I feel great.
Well, who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Little C, and you could be too.
Really?
Little C's new line launches tonight. This is one of my favourite looks. It's called
Oh, what a unique name!
Hard to spell though.
But of course, Lil C is basically fashion royalty now, with a veritable clothing empire to her name.
Yeah, well, the label's gone from strength to strength since our initial TV launch on this very show, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So really, we have all you to thank for all this. You know, this hat cost more than my second jet. Feel that, feel that.
Yes, it's a nice hat.
Person.
And Forbes magazine has named me the youngest self-made success story ever.
And do you have any advice for anyone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Absolutely. All you need to succeed on your own is your family's financial backing and pre-existing fame. It's not rocket science, people.
Well, but in sadder news, am I right that Lil C is going to be retiring from music?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I'm sure you can imagine. At 25, she's far too old for pop music now. She can't keep up with these young stars. So her best of album is out now, and she's touring that later this year. And then her farewell tour the year after that. And that's her last chance to see her. So until the reunion tour and then the classic tour after that. But it's been a long and varied career, as you can imagine.
What the
She's
fuck?
very, very proud of herself.
Oh, and if her health's bad, then maybe it's for the best.
What's wrong with her health? Oh, yes, her health. Her poor health. And it's surprisingly expensive treatments. Curse you, Zaytan! Damn your intergalactic justice!
What?
Oh, yeah. Well,
What?
better be letting you get back. Those babies aren't going to sell themselves, or possibly at all. Billy Bob, Lil C, D, thank you so much for joining me, and do pass our best wishes to Lil C.
Who?
This game is not for broadcast.
Now, it looks like Robin is with a music
Running a
legend
news
who
station
actually
censoring the
is
news.
irreplaceable. Is that who I think it is, Robin?
It absolutely is, Patrick. Jesus, how are you?
Yeah,
Jesus.
No, I'm great. No thanks to you, silencing me, silencing the truth.
Are you referring to your attempt to incite violence against the democratically elected leaders of this country on live TV?
Yeah, exactly. And instead of being held a visionary, my management and agent, they all dropped me.
Oh, no.
You can't break me when you didn't make me, you understand? See, I'm the voice, I'm the hope. You can lock me up, call the doctors, but only the moon can judge me.
What?
So
The moon?
what have you been up to since your team cut ties with you?
You know, keep building, keep moving. I'm actually working on a track right now. Written, recorded, directed, all by myself.
Can we hear a bit of it?
Well, now.
I know I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure the people at home would love to as well.
No.
Yeah, sure, of course. Give me the mic. Yo. The news tried to shut my mouth, but it won't be long until they go south. Cause my name's Big J and you can't stop me. See, no censorship can stop me. Yeah, see, that's all I've got at the moment.
That's
Did you
great.
just rhyme me with me?
No! Daddy promised this wouldn't happen again. You're supposed to clap and say, well done, Julian, well done.
Well done, Julian.
Thank you. Now,
What the
ask
fuck?
people that question, now walk away nicely.
Is it true that you're heir to a hotel chain?
What? Where did you hear that?
And that you're very much a live parent,
La, la, la,
currently
la,
on the
la,
run
la,
from
la,
massive
la, la, la,
financial
la, la,
hoarding.
la.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to censor me? Oh, Jesus there. Who
What
really
the
does
fuck?
seem to be going from strength to something. There are just so
What
many
in the
stars
fuck?
here tonight, Megan. It really is the who's who of whatever here. I'm going to see if I can grab a moment with someone rather special. I hope you're not too jealous, Megan. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. But I think Stacy and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are. So, 3 big names there, Stacy.
Yeah, big names.
Any thoughts about them, maybe from your generation's perspective?
You won't like my opinions.
Oh, go on, try me.
Well, Bumbalonk is so old he's like 1 week away from a transition centre, so who cares? And Lil C was cool when I was like 12 or something, but now she's just another fucking loony. And Jesus is a disrupt-loving wanker who should have died with the rest of them 3 years ago.
You're right.
You agree with me?
No, you're right, I don't like your opinions. But thankfully, we can go back to Patrick now, who has another familiar face to catch up with. Oh, Patrick, what's the atmosphere like there?
It's absolutely buzzing here, Megan. The anticipation is killing us. But a little birdie's told us that any moment now, we should get a glimpse of someone incredibly popular with our viewers. A favourite destination for many of the fans. Yes, the Mayor of Bumley will be arriving literally any second
Is it
now.
Dan Ha?
No sign of him yet, but as you can tell, the atmosphere here really is something else.
I hate these little mini games because then I can't pay attention to the video.
Patrick Bannon, NNN, what's it been like since Bumley got so popular?
Well, it's been wonderful. The tourism numbers have exploded thanks to the marketing campaign. Investors have ploughed millions into the town. We've got more Bumleyan jobs. It's brought more Bumleyan homes. We're all very
Bumleyan.
Of course, it's not all bums and roses. It's almost impossible to get a good look at the whole these days. The crowds are unbelievable. Who can blame them? It's a bloody marvellous home.
And how have you found public service?
Well, to be frank with you, it's been the greatest honour of my life to serve the town that I love so dearly. From the banks of the graceful Taint to the quiet elegance of the vomit-soaked car park outside the 24-hour petrol station. It's been a privilege, a pleasure, a gift, and I can't thank the mayor enough for all he's done.
Let's talk to the mayor now. Excuse
Oh
me,
my
sir.
God.
Can you tell us a bit of what it's like to be elected to such a prestigious office?
I would vote for a dog.
And do you have any words for your legions of fans out there?
I would totally let a dog be mayor.
stoic, but blistering honesty from the Right Honourable Peanut Tea Fortescue there, and his PA.
A proclamation. Quickly, fetch a policy bag.
A proclamation?
Yes, sir. We'll get it ratified at once.
Oh my God.
Well, there you have it, Megan.
A new law.
What an honour to literally see local government at work there. I'm still in shock. Back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Patrick. What a colourful interview there on what looks like an amazing night. They certainly know how to make an entrance, I hope. And the automated really does seem to have unstoppable written all over it, because despite Boris Horsey in Hours magazine calling it Lawrence Blunderclatch's overly long suicide note, in a review which
This
ends
would be a
with
great
the words,
setup for a
"And
horror
he
game."
hasn't even had the decency to see it through, the film, which is free to all residents of the territories, has seen record pre-bookings and looks set to run for months and months. But let's go back to those lucky few seeing it tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. Robin, you seen anything unusual there?
Well, I thought I saw some leprechauns in the green room, but I think it might have been someone's kids.
What?
I know, they just keep coming. And here are some more famous faces, or famous brains, I suppose. It's Dr. David Wong, and Dr. Ingrid is also here. We have been following your plight.
Well,
so
there's
closely
Five
on
Nights
our
at Freddy's,
show over the
that's a
last
little
few
different.
years. What's it like to be back on dry land?
It's so wonderful. I'm still not used to it. Every time I see the sun, I want to just scream out in joy. I'm grateful every day to your viewers for their support. Without them, well, we wouldn't be here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
And am I right in thinking that you two have a lovely little boy together?
Dante's 3 now, and he's gorgeous.
Oh, what a beautiful family.
Not since she left you.
Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to,
It's fine.
Oh, it's fine, is it?
Well, what happened?
Well, you know, the normal story. Sometimes things aren't as easy as they were when all you had was a kid.
No sooner was she able to see me in daylight than she was zooming off with a moron.
Oh, she's not a moron. She's a doctor.
A dermatologist is not a doctor.
So sorry about this.
Well, it's kind of a doctor.
I'm sure she's got lovely skin, but forgive me if I don't ask her to do a coronary artery bypass.
If you carry on eating those pies, you might have to.
Here we go again. Very good. We can't all afford as clean as hers, can we?
At least she doesn't have a PhD in biomechanics.
You take that back.
Well, thanks to you both for pushing the boundaries of human knowledge.
Arsehole.
Crikey! Well, the movie's about to start, so Patrick and I are about to share a box of overpriced popcorn. Back to you, Megan.
Thanks, Robin. Lucky you, and enjoy the movie. The Automated opens in cinemas across the territories this weekend. What a star-studded event, eh, Stacy?
Who cares? No one goes to the cinema these days.
Of course. We'll be back after these messages.
Commercial
I
break.
go to the cinema.
You should get yourself a video recorder, like the one at the home.
Well, yeah, I've got a video recorder. It's just not the same, is it?
You're right, it's better. No unevens chatting and chewing all the way through.
Oh, what about a kiss and cuddle on the back row? Doesn't that happen anymore?
In public? What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
Feeling better? All right, you are. Got to get set up for heat rash. I think Ronnie's on something.
I know he is. It was on his rider. Apparently it's medicinal.
Ronnie's always high. Give him orange juice.
My God, she speaks.
He's a stupid cunt.
And just like that,
Wow.
we shouldn't.
Okay.
We seem to be a bit bunched up at the end.
Oh, don't worry. It's Soko.
It's what now?
It's...
Oh, here's Megan. She's going to be interviewing you.
Hello, hi.
This is her... this is Stacy.
Well, hello there, Stacy.
Fuck off, Ronnie.
Right.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry, but if we can't be polite, you're going to have to wait in the dressing room.
Whatever.
Do you want to go and wait in the dressing room?
Oh.
No.
No what?
No.
Thank you. Okay. And sit up straight. You're ruining my shot.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
Noko.
Fucking
Damn.
Noko.
What's that? What's Noko? What's Noko?
Bring in 5,
4, 3, 2.
Welcome back. For our final segment tonight, Stacy and I are delighted to be joined by Heat Rash. Their new album, Girls and Why We Love Them All, comes out this weekend. So, let me see if I can get this right. It's Nolan.
I write the songs.
Ronnie.
That's what it says on my tattoo.
Oh, you got a tattoo of your name on yourself. Okay.
In case he forgets it.
This raconteur, you must be Chinny. Why do they call you Chinny?
It's because of this ugly old thing.
I don't know what you mean.
God, you're so fucking embarrassing.
Dale. Crikey,
Language.
Dale, you do not look old enough to be in a band.
I get that a lot. I'm actually 23, the oldest one. I have a growth disorder.
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
It's so Preeti.
He's only messing with you.
He's actually 58.
Okay, right, I see. You're going to be a handful, aren't you, boys?
Mum.
You must be TP. What does TP stand for?
Tiny prick.
Oh.
It stands for team player.
I see. How long have you had that nickname?
Ever since Nolan decided Terry Prodance was a shit name for a member of a boy band.
Noko, Ronnie.
Yeah, Noko, Ronnie.
No. Sorry, what does no-co mean?
It's the opposite of Soko.
Ah.
What?
Say, so-co.
Yeah.
So cohesive. You pretees say, cool.
Right, okay. Thank you, Stacey.
Sorry about her.
Not your fault. She's uneven.
So, you guys met through a popular show on one of our rival channels, didn't you?
Yeah, team players with a Z.
Oh my
So,
God.
how did that work then?
Well, actually, Dale and I knew each other from school. We were actually classmates, and...
Fuck's sake, Nolan, mate. Give someone else a chance. We all went on team players. We all auditioned. The judges put us into bands. And, yeah, we went to their houses and they just put us into bands.
Yeah.
It's an example of how we're greater than the sum of our parts when we work in harmony.
And occasionally singing it. So every week on the show, they get these bands and they give them a song that the producer just found from under the bin somewhere.
Actually, I write the songs.
And the public would phone in and decide which song they like best.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated. Yeah?
Mum.
What?
Noko. Preeti. So Noko.
The band who get the most approval gets to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
Mum. What?
Oh.
What do we keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore.
Yeah.
You mean losers?
Would you please
Oh, stop saying loser.
That word is a pejorative. It's a word designed to diminish. At Go-Getters, I learned very early that we only win when everybody wins.
But, sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no?
Thought you were Soko.
Yeah, I am Soko.
Nah, you're a shrinker. I can't be friends with shrinkers.
She doesn't know what you're talking about. She doesn't understand.
So I do understand, actually, Stacey.
What's a shrinker?
Well, a shrinker.
What's
is...
a preety, Mum?
Well, I think it means someone who's older, doesn't it?
Pre-territories.
It's someone who turned 18 before the new future. We call you preeties.
Uneven.
Mimis. Nonks.
It's not her fault she's old. She can't help it.
I'm not that old.
I'm trying to help you here.
Well, I don't think I need your help.
See? Total Mimi.
Is that so?
Yes, obviously.
You know what the real problem with you lot is? You just can't get over the fact that your beloved Disrupt are gone and you just don't fit in anymore. But the truth is, Disrupt were violent, no-co, pricks being led by a fucking psycho. I'm glad they lost, and you should be too.
Not everyone over 30 supported Disrupt, Stacey.
Not everyone, no, but one fuck-off lot of you did.
Soko, Stacy. Soko.
We've all learned maybe a little bit more than we expected to there. I'm genuinely delighted to have met Heat Rash. And before we end the show tonight, I think you're going to sing for us, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing a song from Girls and Why We Love Them All called Pieces of My Heart, which is about a real relationship I had with an actual girl.
Oh, Nolan, give it a rest, mate. No one cares. Go on, let's get on these stools, lads.
Right.
What the...
So, Stacy, can I get your contact?
Oh, she's 15. Go on, piss off and sing your song, Terry. Christ.
Right you are.
Ooh.
So, here they are with their latest single, Pieces of My Heart. Are you excited, Stacey?
Not for me,
it's
no.
gonna be terrible.
I only listen to blip music and a bit of jizzcore. Pop music.
Jizzcore?
I know I meant to mention this earlier. Apparently, these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time. Try and follow along, eh? Keep the shot on whoever is currently singing the lead vocal.
I saw you standing by the menu center with a brand new pair of Lakers, baby. Do you remember? You took the first of the pieces of my heart. You wandered into a bush and grabbed a vodka instead. Took our assets and our wealth and drew them out of the bag. I gave you little pieces of my heart. I didn't know two hearts could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington Smith. I take all of the loves that didn't last and leave them in the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I don't want you to pay. You make me crazier than Neil today. On Liberation Night, girl, I was sitting beside you. We sat there shaking all the way through incisors. We held each other as things fell apart. We took a train through all the territories and we threw away the rules and wrote our personal stories. You took a dozen pieces of my heart. I didn't know the life could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by
This must be the Backdoor Boys.
I take all of the loves that didn't last. I leave them in the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride. Snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times you have cried. As my old man used to say, blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neil. Make me crazier than Neil today. And now I'm staring at your membership card. There's your picture beaming brighter than a handful of flaws. I'm trying to find the pieces of my heart.
Fuck you, Rash. That was actually really good.
What the fuck?
Best of luck. Thank you for coming in. Now it's almost time for final thoughts tonight. And I've actually asked Stacy to write a few, and they're just being programmed onto the auto cue now.
Oh,
now
God.
I have no idea what she's going to say. So, fingers on that bleep button in the broadcast room,
Okay.
just in case.
I got it. I got it. I'm on it.
Take it away, Stacy.
My name is Stacy.
Uh-oh.
I guess you know that by now. Don't know why I put that in there. Anyway. I don't watch the news. There's no need. You hear all the important stuff from your mates, so I don't know what's considered important anymore. But I'm pretty sure that it's not rehashed movies and fucking boy bands, so... Anyway. I'm going to talk about what's important to me. When Advance were first elected, 6 years ago, I was 9 and in a home. Not a family home like you call a home. This was a state children's home. It was fucking awful, actually. It was like a Charles Dickens book. The roof leaked and the walls were damp some mornings. The food was bad. Drugs and alcohol were everywhere. No one cared. You had to watch your back all the time because there weren't enough staff to manage us. And yes, as you'd imagine, there was a lot of... Some bad stuff went down there with some of the staff, okay? Not all of them, but the others knew, and they didn't stop it. And then Advance won the election. And like a miracle, things started to change. They got better. We had nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and musical instruments and video games. Most of the staff were fired, and the new ones, which there were more of, spent time talking and working with the bullies. And you know what? A second miracle. It worked. The bullying stopped. My life, got better. Because finally, there was enough money to do the good things, and Advance had the guts to do it. I joined Go-Getters, and on Liberation Night, that gave me a group of friends that I could talk with when the bombs went off and the power went out. Another miracle. I wasn't alone anymore. And that was the night I finally understood the importance of being in a team. So here's my final thought. I know the people who were doing better under the old system long to go back. You say, we were freer, but what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after all you've had taken away, you are still doing better than I am, than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you. And I'll never have that. So maybe you should stop looking for the worst interpretation of everything this amazing government does and realise it's not for you. It's for the millions like me. And you can cry and bleat all you want, but you're never going to get your money back because it's already been spent on miracles.
Wow, thank you, Stacy, for that. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's keep making tomorrow better.
And we're out.
Damn.
Is that all right?
Yes. Yes, that was more
Advance
than all right.
is wonderful.
Done. I think you might have actually given them something to think about.
So I guess you're going to be taking me back to the home now then?
I was thinking we could go out somewhere and, I don't know, have a meal, talk about our options, if that's okay.
Of course, Miss Wolf. Security will be standing by.
Thank you.
They're always there then.
There was a thing a few years ago now.
Oh, with that Jeremy bloke? I heard about that, everyone did. Were you here back then? Doesn't look old enough.
She's growing on me.
Yeah, she does that.
Sometimes this game just goes like, what the fuck? Like, intense. I gotta see. Ah. Damn. Your full wage is current? Well, technically not negative. I know. This game is very, very good. Like, holy shit. The sterility. Let's watch the ads together.
The dreary days are over. The uneven past is far behind us. The territories are expanding, with countries queuing to add their voices to the warm symphony of the new future. It's an exciting time, but there's one thing missing, and that's where you come in. Advance are calling on talented, creative people from across the territories to submit their most stirring creations as entries in the United Territories Anthem Slam. We're looking for a new song for the new future, something that speaks from and to your hearts. An original composition of cooperation and cohesiveness, a song of solidarity for a steadfast society. No previous songwriting experience is required. All you need to do is record or notate your anthem and, if possible, arrange it for a modern 39-piece chamber orchestra or 44-voice choir. The entries will be judged by acclaimed composer Jonathan Williamson, responsible for the soundtracks to Bullet Man, The Automated, and, of course,
Space Opera.
Space Opera. Parts 1, 2,
good stuff,
and 5. So why not put on your composing trousers, sharpen your music stick, and have a go? You can grab the friendly 31-page entry form at your nearest team offices.
31 page?
Because a mighty movement requires a mighty melody.
Oh my god. Songs of the New Future.
Songs of the New Future. Stefano Arrivederci.
The children play in the snow all day. Peter Clement died on Leaders' Day.
Oh dear God.
Leaders' Day.
Lil D.
Mas.
What are you hiding inside your heart? What are the secrets of your recent past? How well do you know your neighbor? How well do you know the people down the
Hippity Bob.
So much better. So much better.
Everything's so much better under advanced.
You gotta go to better meds. So much better. So
Re-education is so much better. Yay! Oh my god.
Songs of the New Future.
Unburden Me? That's a song about sending your terminally ill and old people to the transition center so they can be killed because they're burdening society.
In record shops across
Unburden
the
Me,
territories.
wow.
From Friday.
It's so dark.
Although the fighting has long passed, the dark clouds of war still loom over our united lands. And we all know who forced our hand. The tyrants of the world would spread their oppression to our team. Their war has denied us the right to our children, even as they still refuse to feed their own. But they have underestimated us, for though they may have scarred our bodies, They will never damage our will or break our mutual bonds. Birth rates may be challenging, but happiness is everywhere. Satisfaction radiates from every metric. We are producing more and faster than ever before.
Oh my God.
We have more time
This spin.
to focus on our inner lives, for leisure, for art. We have less stress, and we are healthier than ever. Our new future is secure. We are strong together, as a community, a team, safe from the divisive despots beyond our borders for whom cohesiveness is an alien concept. Every day, across these territories, neighbours support neighbours, and friends reach out to friends, strengthening and protecting each other through cooperation, through unity, as one. Advance, always together.
My God, this propaganda is like, what? I want to listen to some that other broadcast that we cut away from.
We absolutely
16 speed.
Following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind us.
When you get to the part where the naked lady was. You're talking about the Immortality game? We'll check it out. I don't know exactly when. At some point, though. We're playing lots of full motion video games.
You try me. Maybe I'm not such an old fuddy-duddy like you think I am. Fuddy-duddy. Fucking phrase it all. What would you call me then? Oh, actually, don't answer that. Let's just see how this plays out.
And now what have we got? 2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth, and a rooster that won't bloody shut up!
Can we get this over quickly with, please?
As the actress said to the bishop.
Oh my God.
Dad Badger, pleased to meet you.
Looking at Jason Carter's belly,
Cool.
Stop them!
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you. Oh, oh. Everything was black and white then, of course. We'd visit the Penny Arcade and try to win a block of lard to take home for the family. You couldn't buy lard in those days. You had to win it. Oh, it was so much simpler back then.
Oh my God.
Hence their candy floss. You'd hear the music of the pipe organ drifting over the nearby fields. My mum used to call it the most magical sound in the world. This was before she lost her hearing after giving a particularly loud round of applause. Yeah, did you ever go to the circus?
What's that, Alfie?
The circus, oh, never mind. Yeah, just a tea, pet.
Well, that was an unexpected dose of naked nostalgia. Some people simply can't let go of the past.
Surprise me. It's not my first rodeo. You lot never stick around long. I wonder why.
interesting hearing the stuff that you normally can't hear. She yells at him at the end about something.
As a behavior code.
It will be going live. Prime Minister Salisbury there at a highly eventful team
I
awards
understand
ceremony.
you, Prime Minister. We're very alike. If only Peter Clement had some more of my qualities and less of his own, eh?
I am
What?
nothing like you, Edwin. You clearly haven't understood a thing.
Prime Minister?
You shouldn't be interning at Betterment. You should be being enrolled. Peter Clement was my best friend, and I wouldn't have changed one thing about him. Now piss off to your mother.
Ooh.
Mother?
Mother?
Oh, 2 sugars, please, love.
What the fuck?
Everything's spiraling out of control into some kind of tragic comic disaster.
Yeah, that. It's just like having him back in the chair.
That was weird. Oh my god. There's so many little tidbits like that you can miss when you're shuffling through the feeds. Yep, you can rewind and fast forward. Months later. Alfie's still rambling. He's old. He's very old. You once again find yourself sitting in Bosman's office. Everything is pristine and orderly, just how the fictitious man likes it, though it's forever going to be late. The door was behind you. You look to start imagining the reasons why. Oh, Alex, thank you for waiting. It's been almost 6 years since you started working with us, Alex. A lot has happened that time, from the unfortunate incident with Mr. Donaldson to the disrupt attack on this very building. He paused to look at you and meet his gaze. And the work you've done in that time has been exceptional, not to mention your dedication and enthusiasm around the office. And I'm delighted to inform you you've been approved for a promotion. As of today, you'll now be a senior broadcasting engineer. Bosman is beaming at you. Thank you. Of course, isn't it the pay raise? The role comes with additional responsibilities. You have to work longer hours going forward, but you'll now be the primary engineer for weeknights. And in time, may even put you in charge of engineering more shows for Channel 1. You have a bright future ahead of you, Alex. Congratulations. Wait, what? I have to work a lot more hours? He prefers his hand to shake, and you take it. Now get back to work, said with a smile. You're pretty sure he's joking, but it is Bosman after all. So you thank him and head back into your studio. You might be able to start working on other shows. What could the future hold? Oh, nice. I get to work more. Yay. Chat said, this is fine. Dan Yap. Dan Yap. Very fine. It's late. It's been snowing all day, and unlike everyone else, you've stayed inside as much as possible, keeping warm. Normally, you enjoy the snow, but today it's nothing more than irritant. Still, tomorrow you got the day off, and might actually be able to enjoy it. Sam always gets excited when they see the snow. When you were younger, they'd always wrap the kids up and take them out to play in it. It's been a while since that's happened, though. Something about the warm fire and dark nights always make you feel nostalgic at this time of year. The sound of the front door opening startles you out of your thoughts. Hey, I'm back, Sam calls for coming to find your living room. Oh, the fire is going. It's lovely and cozy in here. They come and sit by you, leaning their head on your shoulder. Welcome home. How was your day? Sam sighs. Oh, you know the usual. Spent the morning volunteering at the menu center. Making myself useful. They picked up the position while employed and kept it going. Then in the afternoon, I went in to see some friends from the old job. Thinking of moving again, so we were looking at new places. What about you? Yeah, I'm good. Glad I'm not got to work in that weather. Well, tomorrow, let's make the day of it. Go for a walk. Maybe even I'll drag you up to the top of the hill with a sled and we can race like in the old days. I don't know. We're getting a bit old. You start to object, but Sam cuts you off. Oh, you're only saying that because you know I'll win. They give you a wink and a kiss for getting up and going to the kitchen, calling back over their shoulder. Loser pays for the cocoa. You're very lucky to have Sam. A time for reflection. It's been over 13 years since your dad died. You visited his grave a few times since then, normally during times of stress or when you're trying to figure something out, or when you wanted just some peace and quiet. Today is no different. You feel Sam's hand on your shoulder giving you a reassuring squeeze. You're grateful that they're still here with you. You just have them by your side always seems to make things easier. The call of a raven catches your attention as it flies away. Charlie was only 8 when his grandfather died. He really didn't appreciate how big the loss was at the time, but he got older. As he got older, you did your best to pass on what your dad taught you. But now he's all grown up. He's actually starting to teach you, which is strange, but in the nicest way. You're proud of the man he's now become. Susan, despite everything she's been through, is a rock for the rest of you. She'll be a great mother to twins that couldn't have found a more loving home. There may have been a lot of arguments over the years, but you wouldn't have changed a thing. You're still amazed at how far your daughter has come. She's one of the best things in your life. The relationship with Chris has always been a bit up and down, but of late you actually seem to be getting along. Makes a nice change, and has certainly made life easier on Sam. But that's family. You gotta take the good with the bad. She may be in an albeit expensive care home now, but it's still comforting to know your mother is around. Even if she barely recognizes you anymore, her presence is always reassuring. You could do with that now. You turn away, wander in the direction of your car. You can't control life, what happens, who lives, who dies. All you can do is keep going and see what gets thrown at you next. What is life if not a series of little decisions that define us? And we'll never know which one would take us one way, and which would bring us here. Months and months and months and months later. The finale. Finale? 7 years since the election.
Another day, another piece of government claptrap. Honestly, Alex, sometimes I can't believe how far we've fallen. Or more accurately, how low this government has brought us. Still, best to get on with it, I suppose. We've had a few problems with the machinery lately. No doubt you've noticed. Locked buttons, screens flickering on and off, sparks and the like. I'm sure you'll manage without issue. Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons now. Make sure to use them whenever they'd be appropriate.
Oh, I can do it whenever. Okay.
What he's been up to since the cancellation of
All right.
What have you got, apparently, it's mainly jigsaws and arson. At midnight is the full territorial weather, fertility, and birth report, and that's followed at 12:20.
How old are you then, Cole? Okay, here we go. Big smiles.
I've actually gained a year. I celebrated 44 last year, but it's actually this year. It's brilliant.
You're 44. I'm going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening and welcome
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
Tonight. I'm Megan, and I'm joined, as always, by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan. On the excitement scale.
Yeah, exactly.
We have got so much SoCo stuff coming up.
We sure do. We have celebrity chef Jordan Rankley, who will be cooking up a storm.
We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future.
And we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of Wheel of Proof. And I'll even be showing you how to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
Dun, dun, dun.
In the heart of the capital, it's The Nightly Show.
Nightly Show. Ba, 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 Uh-oh. The shitty equipment.
Right, let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
Paces by Chef Jordan Rankley. But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely Nightly Show pets in Pet Corner.
Fine, suit yourself.
Well, Megan, first up we have our hamster, Lord Cheeks. Now, he's a squat winter grey with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love hoarding, and they actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now, hamsters are nocturnal, so we'll do our best not to wake him up. But let's just see if we can...
Uh-oh.
Well,
The
door
cage is open.
has been left open. It looks as though Lord Cheeks has actually gone for a little wander, but I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello.
Oh, it's a
she's
turtle.
sleeping. Oh, Babs. Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Those are our Nightly Show pets, Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
Thanks, Robin. We'll check in on them.
Oh my God.
Very similar.
They're both dead.
Time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry, because if not, you're about to be. Patrick Bannon is with Chef Jordan Rankley, and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie. It's time to go into the kitchen.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
That's right, and I'm joined here by Chef Jordan Rankley. Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's fun about all the arseholes. Yes?
Sorry?
What?
So,
What?
You own 6 restaurants, you've been awarded 9 Ballon Massifs across your career, and you've worked alongside the best chefs in the world. Tonight you've got me. Oh, are you worried?
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes. So, what are we making today, Chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
It's got sweetness, it's got the acidity of the fruit, and then you get the richness of that pastry. Incredible.
Wow, okay, so where do we start?
So we've got to start by making our filling. So we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples here. Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice these up perfectly. Yep. And then straight into the pan.
Your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on
Demon
Friday
Kitchen
here
Heart
on Channel 1. So, tell us about that.
So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
me, Patrick. What are you doing?
What?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Oh God.
Don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so once we've done that, we set these aside whilst we make the pastry.
Yep. Bowl. Yeah? Okay. Sugar, butter.
Yep.
We mix that together, and then a whole egg.
Yeah. Okay, egg.
What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your brains the size of that fucking egg?
Oh, no, Chef.
No. Shit. Right.
Mix that with a wooden spoon and work in that flour.
What the fuck?
Work that into a nice ball of dough, just like that.
Fucking donkey.
So, what does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind?
Shit in bed.
Yeah.
What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy.
Lumpy?
Uh-oh.
It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling.
Okay.
Apples, sugar, yes, cinnamon.
So, you own 6 restaurants across 5 territories. Which is your favourite?
Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Oh my
You
god.
need to light a candle. Take it out to dinner. Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right, now we're rolling out
Oh my
2/3
God.
of our pastry. Bit of flour into the dish.
And the filling goes next, right?
Absolutely right. Oh, lovely. Then we're taking the remaining pastry, rolling that into a round, and that goes on the top. Beautiful.
Lovely, okay.
Right. Brush a bit of water around the rim.
Right, yeah.
Beautiful. Now press gently all the way around. And we're cutting 5 slashes very carefully for the steam. And then brushing the whole thing with a beaten egg.
Lovely, okay. Egg.
What the fuck?
Ta-da! What do you think?
Oh my God. You, come here. Come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that.
Oh my
I'd rather
god.
use my tongue to tie my shoes after a fucking shit-kicking contest. Do you understand?
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. You
Oh
slut.
my god.
You! Come here, you! You're the worst fucking thing to happen to food since cyanide. Do you know that?
Oh my god.
I tell you what. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off!
Okay, well,
Fuck
why don't
off.
we do that? Let's go now to Megan
Oh my
and
God.
Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition. Visions of the Future.
Visions of the future.
Well, that looks delicious. If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped addressed envelope and we'll send you the fact sheet.
What
so,
the
Robin,
fuck?
look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
It was so tough narrowing it all down, so we have some amazing runners-up. In 3rd place, drum roll please, we have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwelly.
Huh?
He calls this still life and the future of God, and it really blew us away.
What the
Just
fuck?
look at the line work here, and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
If you look here, you'll see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley face, or perhaps a cat. But I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
Indeed. I've chosen to just leave a lot of it.
What?
Which I think is really interesting. If you know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But
No.
next up we have our 2nd place entry. So in 2nd, drum roll please, we have Keith, 41 from Dungleys. Yeah, Keith, we were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
Indeed, he says in his really rather detailed notes, deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death where only the victor may breed.
Wow.
He also says response in here, either that or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, come back to me, Linda. Oh, Keith, Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Oh.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will
Wow.
spend a day out at an inflatable happy land on an industrial estate just off the A40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will win the chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality every day. And the winner is, drum roll please. It's
Woo!
I'll help you with that. Lola, you're 8 years old and you are from Smugly. We absolutely love your picture here. People's Parade. You've got folks walking together, just really celebrating the diversity of our society.
You've got people with all different flags, people celebrating their religion and their bodies, and there's even a game of sports board happening over here. That or some overzealous littering. It's hard to tell.
I love these robots having a little bit of a dance, getting involved in the party, aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire.
Oh my God.
In what I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come. Lovely, Lola.
Well, if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in, and yours could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part.
You don't understand what's going on in this game? What part do you not
But when
understand?
we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely homemade gifts. Don't go away.
Basically, these are your
We'll be
4
back
cameras.
after
Got to
this.
switch between them.
That's the
while
break.
adding
1
in
minute
sound
back.
effects.
Right, from what I can tell, the machine's getting a bit worse for wear there, Alex. I expect things will be deteriorating even more in this next segment, so be careful. I'm going to drop off for a moment. I've been handed some footage that needs my urgent attention.
Not tonight. I'll get cars arranged for you both. Find me when you're done and I'll take you out through the loading bay.
Wait, what? So yeah, they're we're running a news station, and then we just have to switch between the 4 cameras, trying to isolate the person that is talking. Make sure we're doing the most important thing at the time. Sometimes there's like boobies and stuff. You have to switch away from that, and also you add sound effects down here. Also, you have to censor if someone says like bad words like "fuck" or something like that, and then at the end of each segment, you play one of the 3 commercial breaks, which you load into the tray right here. Daily bursts for territory 3 and 4. 12? Hell yeah. I love how they call them territories with the numbers, so that way they don't like every time you conquer something, it's no longer just like
Jenny,
a
where's
country,
Glenn?
it's a
Can you go down
territory.
there? I'm not sure about this grandma one.
Oh, he's writing with our other guest at the moment.
I just wouldn't say grandma.
Grandmother?
Yes, grandmother's arsehole. That's much better.
We're under a
Oh, okay, everyone, if I could have your attention, please. Sarah just needs a word.
Apparently there's been some sort of disturbance near the studio.
What?
Now, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but I wanted to let you know that I've asked for extra security and they're already on their way.
Thanks, Sarah. Okay, 10 seconds, so positions and pose.
we're in a totalitarian government that controls everything
4,
from media to
Reaction would be nice, Alex.
I'm sorry, we were just saying we can't wait to taste Patrick's pie.
I don't know, I think I could wait.
Well, here it is, fresh out the oven.
Wow,
Ooh.
it does look amazing.
Ugh.
How did our Patrick do?
Well, let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Ah.
Thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in. Yeah. Okay. Whew.
Ooh, don't eat that.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. Really something, Patrick. That's delicious. But now you better go and get ready for that next feature.
So that's supposed to be an apple pie. What the fuck?
Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I better bring her out.
Oh, she will pay for this.
Guest, what do you think? Here she is, best-selling author, lawyer, and thinker. I mean, she's only the bloomin' team leader. It's Julia Thornbury.
Right. Has the audience gone to sleep? Remember the effect buttons.
Julia, darling, so good to see you.
Oh, Megan, you look incredible.
Stop it. I was just
Yes.
about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
With With SFX, less is more, Alex.
Less is more?
That's right, it's that part of the show where we pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them.
That's right, Robin. They're gonna spin the wheel to pick a round, and it could be anything from box of flies to slap my face. They really have no idea what's in store.
So up first, we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Yeah, here we go.
Ooh. Wheel of Truth.
Okay, let's see what you've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
One time. Well, I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
What's there, Julia? Fact or fib? We heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my God!
Why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute no! I can't. Okay, so don't judge me, okay? What I do is, oh God, I'm going to lose my job over this.
Oh, we're all friends here, come on.
Oh, okay. So I only have one bra, okay?
What?
So one day a week I wash it.
Ew.
On that day,
Oh no!
Honestly, raise my taxes. We're clearly not paying you enough.
come to my dressing room after the show. We'll sort you out.
Are you blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
I'm not blushing. Come on then, you, Julia. Spin the bloody wheel.
Let's do it.
Let's go, Wheel of Truth.
Okay, here we go. It's Guess That Face. I'm going to show you a picture and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Guess that face.
Julia. Oh, who's that?
Oh my God!
Is that you?
Yes! Look, it was a very difficult time fashion-wise.
That hairdo is fucking hilarious.
No, don't. I think it's sweet.
Well, it is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there. Jordan. Who?
Oh.
Is this? Does that look familiar at all?
Oh, wow! Well, I'm glad I was getting fashion advice. So you look like 7, look like 85.
I look like I'm haunting the fucking place.
Right, we've got to move on. Jordan, let's have another spin.
Okay, here we go.
Another spin. Wheel of Truth.
It's my go,
Patrick. You guys go on. Sorry, I'm so keen. Let's go so much.
Well, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
It's fact or fish.
Fact or fish?
Okay. If you look under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie. Now, I'm going to ask you both a question, and all you have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay? Are you ready for the question?
Yes.
Here we go. Yeah. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one?
Uh-oh. No!
How is it?
Oh, we made it extra fishy.
Fucking mouth. Do you know how much these taste buds are worth?
Well, we've got time for one more question. So go, Julia, go!
Go! Wheel of Truth.
Here goes my Melissa. Okay, so, Julia, take a look in that box under your desk there.
Lord Cheeks is trying to gonna get in on the game.
Bless him. Julia, what have you got in that box? It's not cheese, is it? Cheese! It's not cheese!
Juggling balls? What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, come on. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
She's fucking doing it.
Oh my God! Yay!
That was so impressive. I have to say, unexpected. Well,
No one juggles first
that
try.
was our game of Wheel of Truth, and my God, wasn't that fun?
Oh, God, it really was, wasn't it? But now it's time to head over to Megan in Crafty Corner.
Are you taking the piss now?
That's right, you join me in Crafty Corner, where today I'm going to be ably assisted by Julia. Come on over here. Goodness me, I don't know how you're keeping your dinner down. I can still smell that fish.
To be honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh. Well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on, because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? All of us there on the sofa.
Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is that all you in there?
Yeah, it is. If we can just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
about you,
isn't that
Julia,
great?
but I always leave my holiday shopping to the last minute.
Oh, every year. I do it every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Should we get cracking?
Oh, yes, please.
We're going to start with a shoe box here. And Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors. I just want you to get rid of this front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Oh, yes. No, in my house, we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of drink.
Absolutely right. That's the best bit about any holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised if you
tough.
are a child. There we go. Fabulous.
There we go.
Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains.
Yeah, I can't tell
here
what
in
the
studio.
guy on
You
the
can
camera
obviously
on
have
speaker
whichever
is
backdrop
mad
you like.
about.
Like a nice shiny gold number.
Well, exactly right. So we're going to make bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps a little desk. So I'm just going to grab this piece of card. I've just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think you... I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall I?
thank you
there
so
you
much.
go. And all you need to do is cut along the
Lovely.
lines there. Fabulous. So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato pie.
3 potato pie? I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash, all wrapped up in a jacket potato. Is that just me that does that?
I don't know, but that sounds starchy. Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over
3
a little bit
potato
there.
pie.
What it's going to look like at the end is this little rectangular shape there. And we're going to pop it in the middle. Bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down. Now we need a sofa. That's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup.
Knocking everything over.
Knocking it all over.
I got one though, Megan.
Good, fantastic. We're just going to cut along the line here, down the middle. Exactly
What is
right.
she saying
Then we've
scandal
done that
about?
around the bottom and again around the top. Well done. When
There.
you're done,
Oh, there we go.
I love how this used to be news and now it's
something
like
this.
we're doing
And look what I've done there. I've stuck
really
some fluff
dumb
down. Nice
fluff
and comfortable
pieces.
sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can
Well,
we?
absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Yeah. Well, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
A higher caliber of guests.
Nearly. It's people. So all we've done to make our little people is we've stuck a cocktail stick into a bottle cap. We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here. I know it well. It's me.
Lovely.
I'm going to stick it down there. A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over. Sitting down on the couch over there.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself just comfortable just
just there. Yeah, there we go.
And of course, they're all made and cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines, so you can have any guests you like. Julia, is there anyone else you'd like in a studio?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heat Rash.
Nice.
Yes, put that away. Yes, he's going to be teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
And of course, you can decorate them however you want. Perhaps you're a bit, I don't know, nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there. Or even a bit of retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by... Sorry, that's not supposed to be...
I can't.
Well, we're out of
The
time,
sheer.
I'm afraid, Megan. It's time for a break.
This has to be
When we
seen.
come back, I'll be on the couch of chat talking to some of you, and I just cannot wait. We'll be back after these messages.
And we're out.
Alex, listen to me. I've seen what's on this footage twice. It needs to be broadcast. Nothing else matters. I'll try and get it queued up for you. Be ready.
You're coming with me.
Something's queued up for me. What's queued up? Oh, I forgot about SFX. Oops. What has to be seen?
You.
Remix.
Citizen lifted out of poverty.
We thank you.
Remix.
For every person in pain who achieved a peaceful transition, we
Dun,
thank you.
For every child who found safety, purpose, and friendship through go-getters.
We thank you. For every mind and heart bettered instead of punished, we thank you.
For our safer streets
Our great cohesion,
and our brighter future.
She does look awful.
we thank you.
Ugh, too fucking
You took a chance on us in the
Signals up. Let's get set.
I'm just saying it's my fucking parking space.
Yeah, well, I didn't see your name on it.
Oh, grow up.
Was the extra step from your car just too much?
Bollocks. You got the nicer dressing room.
And you always get the pastries first, but you don't see me bitching about it.
Absolute rubbish.
Look, I think we both know why you want the closest space.
That's 10 seconds.
What is this saying?
Does that even mean?
Wow.
You're going in 5,
4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to The Nightly Show. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Julia Salisbury.
Later on, we're going to be unveiling an incredibly important piece of music. But first, it's time to get comfy here on the Couch of Chat.
Every night we sit down with our guests and put your questions to them. Tonight, our guest is Julia Salisbury. That's me.
Why is she hosting?
So, if you want to join us here on the big couch for big chat, then all you have to do is call the usual number and you could be here with us in audio form.
So, guys, I was on my way to work today, driving along, and a huge song came on the radio. Let me be your toaster.
Oh, popped up as you say hello.
Let me be your telescope.
Exactly. So I'm singing along, having the time of my life. The song ends, and the DJ goes, "Gosh, a real golden oldie there." And at that moment, I just wanted to burst into flames.
Oh, but your ancient bones were just too dry.
Oh.
No, guys, this is serious. Honestly, I think I'm too old for the music charts.
So tonight, we're talking about what are you too old for? First on the line, we have Simon Dempsey from Dallington.
Hi, Julia. Simon here.
Hi, Simon.
What are you getting too old for, Simon?
Bullshit. Bullshitting.
Oh, that is what you said. Okay, well, you couldn't be more obvious. Thanks, Simon. Yep.
He's right there, isn't he? I find this all the time. It's getting harder and harder to play these games. I just want to shout, "Shut up!" to the cabinet ministers constantly.
Oh, I think we can all relate to that.
But does anyone else find themselves on dates wishing you could skip all the small talk and just get to the point?
Oh, don't call it that on my show.
No, you know what I mean.
Well, next up, we have Paula from Stopford. What are you just too old for?
Oh, yes, I should think you probably are.
Yeah, far too old.
Oh.
Well, I'm not quite there yet, but sometimes I'm up 14 times a night. Well, that's something to look forward to.
Thanks for your call, caller. I think I'd stop drinking liquids after midday.
Next, we should have Desmond on the line. Desmond, are you there?
Yeah, I want to know when we'll get our elections back.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Can we just cut him off? Next caller on the
Megan,
line
it's
is
perfectly fine. It's a perfectly legitimate question. Am I right in saying, Desmond, that you disagree with some of our policies?
Absolutely right, yes.
Completely understandable, but are we not safer? Crime is down and we're healthier than ever.
That might be true.
Well, it is true. We're better educated, less likely to be in poverty, happier.
Yes, true. But we should be able to choose our own governments.
Oh, I agree with you completely. But the system can't be trusted. We still see that around the world, the elites living in the pockets of corporations, pushing their ideologies of division, hatred, and greed. And we see the uninformed millions return them to power against their best interests again and again, seduced by the lie that they can be a winner of a game that they'll always lose.
Right, well, thank you.
Perhaps there will be a time where you no longer need us, but sadly, it's not now.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Desmond. Wow.
Rat.
Tomorrow on the show, we're thrilled to announce we'll have another new pet.
Another
We'll be
pet?
asking you to send in your ideas for names, so get your thinking caps on. But before we go tonight, it's time for an important announcement. Julia?
Thanks, Megan. Well, as you can't have failed to notice, last year we asked you to send in your entries for the National Anthem Writing Competition. Well, our judge...
That's acclaimed film score composer Jonathan Williamson, of course.
Yes, Jonathan has been beavering away for the last 6 months listening to every single one of them. And I am pleased to announce that tonight we have a winner!
Oh, no.
Yes, entries have flooded in from across the territories. And the standard this year has been incredibly high.
Some of you went for slightly off-centre ideas. So before we announce the winner, we thought you'd like to hear a few that didn't quite make the top spot, but which stood out in the judges' opinions nonetheless.
Exactly like this entry from 6-year-old Jenny Daisy Chain.
6-year-old?
Julia is the best. You don't care what she is, but I care what she is. Julia is best. Julia is the best.
Oh my God.
Is that it? I mean, I could have done better, frankly. I was too short, isn't it? Clearly. So,
well, maybe you should have entered, eh, Patrick?
You did, didn't you, Patrick? More than once.
48 times, actually.
Crikey, you put in 48 entries.
Well, I didn't win, did I? I didn't even get shortlisted for these extracts. So.
Well, there were a surprisingly large amount of entries, so try not to take it too personally.
Oh, I'm not taking it personally. I'm absolutely fine with it.
Next up is this runner-up from Mariah O.
Julia's
who lives right
mad.
here in Capitol Hall.
Yikes.
What the fuck?
Powerful voice. That's a little bit indulgent, isn't it? Really? I think someone needs to lend her a consonant.
Yes, Jonathan enjoyed the performance, but felt it might not work in a choral context.
And it wasn't just soloists who entered. Some of you banded together.
I see what you did there.
Including this entry from the Arsminster Old Town Brass Band, which they called Parts for the People in B-flat minor.
Very good.
Kidding now. Wow.
Jonathan thought it was catchy, but lacking in meaning.
That'd be all of my ones. I mean, it didn't even have any words, really, did it? So...
And finally, a special mention to a band called Throbbing Death Stick of Satan for this impassioned entry.
Throbbing Death Stick of Satan? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Crikey. Jonathan was impressed with the passion and musical need to be of the piece.
Sorry, is this some sort of joke?
So don't keep us in suspense any longer. Let's find out who won.
Well, after 6 arduous months of shortlisting, Jonathan surprised us all by picking his own entry.
What?
Which is entitled simply Anthem.
And joining us to sing it tonight
Wow.
is a acclaimed classical
He
singer.
picked his own entry.
Judge.
Oh my God.
Hi, hello, welcome to the Nightly Show.
It's an enormous pleasure to be here, Robin.
And you are a walking, talking example of how life begins at 30, I believe.
It would appear so.
Because not only are you one of the most respected choristers in the territories,
Gosh, that's incredibly kind.
but you are also author of Leaving Gregory, the autobiographical, best-selling piece detailing how you left your horrible husband to pursue your dreams. I've read it, and I've got to say it's inspiring stuff. So good.
Gosh, thank you again. Yes, I just want all women to know it's never too late to wash those stubborn stains away and begin a fresh, new life.
And speaking of stubborn stains, do you ever see Gregory?
Oh, yes. Greg, come here. You see, once the book came out, he became pretty much unemployable. He begged for me back. I refused, of course. I didn't want him lazing about all day, so I keep him as my assistant. To be honest, he's about as useful as a cardboard asshole. Oh,
What?
There you are. Where's the book? Oh, for God's sake. Do you think I called you out here for your charm? Go and get the book, Greg.
Wow.
This is why I don't pay you. You see what I mean? Yes. So I just wanted to give a special mention to the Capitol Symphony Orchestra, who perform on the backing track that we'll be using tonight, and to the Grizzleford Male Voice Choir, who provide the gorgeous harmonies you can hear in the chorus. And finally, I just want to thank Jonathan Williamson for writing such an inspiring melody, and for flying me out to his villa for the weekend so we could really explore the piece together.
Wow.
He even let Greg set up a tent in the grounds, didn't he, Greg? Oh, it's too late. Moment's gone.
Jeez.
Well, we have been practicing all
What
day.
the fuck?
So I think we might join in on the chorus if that's okay.
I'd be delighted.
I've queued it up on screen 3. This footage, I'm not going to lie, if you play it, there will be no undoing that decision. Advanced won't like it. Trouble will be a holiday destination in comparison to what we'll be in. But I think it's the right thing to do. Make your choice, Alex.
Helen Judge, everybody.
There's no point in trying to hide it, Prime Minister. It's a challenging situation.
But how's this happened, Thomas? I was assured that the test was 99% safe.
Well, sadly, the results fell in the difficult 1%.
But I don't understand, how can contraception be irreversible?
Well done, Alex. You made the right choice. Whatever happens, has happened. I will stand by you on this. That footage needed to be shown, and we'll face the music together.
Within 3 years.
70 to 90%.
And among those who do conceive, we estimate the vast majority of births will be unviable.
It was supposed to be opt-out contraception, a way of stopping accidental pregnancies and unwanted children.
Well, the best laid plans of mice and men.
But I don't understand. The test was only supposed to be in Territory 1. How is it spreading across the territories?
It's in the food chain, Prime Minister. It's in the soil and the seeds and the livestock. And we fear it could shortly become the dominant strain.
Irreversible?
Well, we could scorch the land, destroy our animals. We could beg for unaltered seeds and livestock from countries far geographically outside the territories.
They'd rather see us starve.
I can't argue with that assessment.
They'll hang me for this, Thomas.
It's not your fault, Jenny.
No, you're right. It isn't. Can your team be trusted?
Well, they know the consequence of breaking the Official Secrets Act, if that's what you mean.
How many could do us irreparable damage?
Less than 100. All the work has been compartmentalised on a need-to-know basis.
I'll need their names. This can never come out. Never. If it did, the consequences for order for this administration, our whole endeavour will be at risk.
Undoubtedly.
We'll have to blame the bombs, radiation, An unforeseen side effect of a necessary evil.
It's scientifically possible, given the wind patterns.
And we'll need to prepare the population. Reframe the way they view starting a family and stress the advantages of a childless life. People can be surprisingly malleable when presented with a positive spin. And we'll need to accelerate the transition centre programme.
It has the capacity.
I need that list of names tonight, Thomas.
Is there no other way?
Can you think of one?
In time, possibly.
A luxury we sadly do not possess.
Shall I begin destroying the records?
No, the security services will take it from here. They can be relied upon to close off loose ends.
Of course.
I'll expect your resignation as well, Thomas.
Obviously.
And then I suggest that you, Jean, and the children find a quiet corner of the territories and start a new life. Do something mundane, unobtrusive.
Thank you, Julia.
There's no need to thank me, Thomas. We're old friends. You have 72 hours. After that, I'll need to give them your names as well.
I understand.
That will be all.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
What the fuck?
Get me Adrian at the services. I don't get it.
I do.
Where did this footage come from? I mean, this footage was illegally obtained. It's falsified, clearly.
Sorry, which is it?
What?
Was it illegally obtained or was it falsified? It can't be both.
Oh, well, clearly it is.
Prime Minister, that footage seems to show you and your chief scientific officer,
Dr. Thomas Wellington,
discussing a problem with our food. Is that correct?
Well, how would I know? I've never seen this footage before.
That was your office, Prime Minister.
Well, obviously, yes.
And that's Dr. Wellington.
Again, yes.
And you are discussing what I think you're discussing, Prime Minister.
Well, I can't read your mind, Megan, but I'd ask you to consider very carefully before continuing this line of questioning. Can we get the music back, please, Jenny?
My sister wanted children.
We tried. So many times before Stacy.
I've always wanted a large family. 5 or 6 kids. That's how I grew up.
Watch out, Prime Minister. The women are coming.
How long have we got?
Less than 2 minutes. You got this?
I was born for this. Prime Minister. Julia. What have you done?
To be preposterous, I haven't done anything.
The footage doesn't lie, Prime Minister.
Please, the footage does nothing but lie. It can be made to show anything, to prove any point. Surely you don't need me to tell you that. You're the territory's leading expert into massaging the facts into whatever shape we want. Why do you think you rose so high so quickly? It's not your journalistic integrity after all. That was Jeremy Donaldson's thing, and look where that got him.
Have you been covering up the sterilisation of the men and women of the territories, Prime Minister?
Don't be ridiculous.
Is there something wrong with our food, Prime Minister?
Of course not.
Will you be resigning your position, ma'am?
How dare you ask me that?
Will there be elections now, Miss Salisbury?
Will you be compensating your victims?
Will there be an inquiry?
I am not going to dignify these conspiracy theories with a response.
How many unviable births?
How many hundreds of thousands of grieving parents?
Is there blood on your hands, Prime Minister?
I don't have to put up with this.
Someone have that footage analysed if there's even a chance it's falsified.
I think we all know it isn't.
Oh,
I can't do this.
Helen.
You have to say something.
What? What is there to say?
It's what you do. So do it.
I want to apologise to anyone who might have been upset by what they've just seen. Sorry.
I haven't censored
I want
anything.
to apologise to all of you.
You can
Because
censor.
you
I didn't
will
hit
have
the censor
found
button.
tonight's programme upsetting.
So they heard
No,
everything.
Not that either. I don't think I want to apologise because You should be upset. You should be incandescent. You should be marching on team headquarters demanding
Blue is what they
answers.
suggest you
I know I
censor.
will be. And if the footage we've seen tonight turns out to be genuine, as I have no doubt it will, you should be asking yourself how we got here. And I think you'll conclude that it had an awful lot to do with me and people like me. People who should have been asking questions on your behalf. We were journalists, the gatekeepers of truth, and now, with this shit show. The great misdirection played out nightly, so bright and fun and shiny that you can't see what's happening right in front of your face. Well, that's on us, that's on me. And I thought that if I compromised a little, I could still do a lot. That it was impossible to make a change unless you were on the inside, so I bent a little and I went along with the small things. And now the small things are all that's left. Because when the change is happening so slowly, when it's only one cut a day, well, then it's easy to forget that you're bleeding. And one day there's no blood left, just dust and celebrity chefs. My name's Megan Wolfe, and I am sorry for misleading you, night after night. Only you can make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
Her book. Oh my god.
So what happens now? You all get fired, I guess.
Bozeman wants to see you all on the 15th floor.
Well, that's that then.
No. Don't rule Bozeman out just yet. He plays his cards close to his chest, and he still hasn't forgiven them for putting us into public ownership.
And don't forget, Bozeman is the one who put Jeremy in the seat in the first place.
Yeah. He'd have been proud of us tonight. Jeremy, wouldn't he?
Damn straight.
He'd have fucking loved it.
Not for broadcast. That was so good. Absolutely amazing. Lawrence Blunderclath remains beloved in the nation and hated in the industry. Jesus takes some time away from the spotlight on a musical journey of self-discovery at his parents' house. Little C's career has moved from the strength to strength. She has scented candles and a sex tape. Oh my god. Sophia Remington has remained in her underwater HQ for years. Her top scientists are working on how to give her gills.
There is a place.
20 years after David and Ingrid's bitter divorce, baby Dante developed a superpower that destroyed all marine life south of the equator.
Where all is at rest. When we say our goodbye. And the tales that you spun are unraveled and
But our top story tonight, an historic election win for Advance today as they are re-elected in a landslide victory.
What?
Prime Minister Katie Brightman looked triumphant as she thanked a record number of voters for returning her to office for a third term. Approval ratings are through the roof for the politician, who initially ran on a ticket of universal basic income and free education, and who was responsible for the peaceful transition of power back to the now independent former territories. During the campaign, she's promised to instigate a 4-day working week and to make the climate emergency a #1 priority. Speaking today, Ms. Brightman called the result a triumph for democracy and for us all. Later tonight, our political editor Robin Short will be interviewing Portia Hamilton-Mann about the donor scandal that rocked the party.
You've unlocked and reached a brighter future. You've found one of 14 epilogues. The middle ground, under new management, chaos reigns, a new leaf, a better Jeremy. There's 14 different endings. My God.
I'm Megan Wolf. And I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines.
Play the telethon. Oh, what is the telethon? Oh, is this a... Hold on. I need to use the bathroom. Let's not do this really. Your playthrough is rated from many other ones I've seen. That's because everyone else is going to be uncreative and they're all going to support the resistance. So I decided I was going to play it the way that no one else will dare play it, which is be a loyal government stooge the whole time. And then at the very end, have a conscience. The very last second. The very last second, then you're like, boop. Okay. So that way I'd be in a position of power to the old switcheroo.
And have confidence that the team will.
But it looks like she got elected again somehow. Because people are fucking stupid and they forget terrible things people did 5 seconds ago. Oh no, it was someone else? Oh, okay. Katie was Alan's girlfriend. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, I thought that was... Yeah, it was Katie and not Julia. You're right. So she did lose power, thankfully. All right, I'm going to be right back in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to run the bathroom.